So how is it, being a parent and, having the kids you had and dealing with, what they gotta go through?
Man, it was, when they young, man, it's cool growing up. When they young, they growing up, least worries. You ain't got no worries until they start getting off into the streets, but me and they mama, we wasn't seeing it because they was young. But once they started like getting into the teenage years and stuff like that, we still want a lot of stuff I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? But man, it get hard because now we gotta run up to schools. We gotta worry about them in them streets, and then to not only that is like my son Brian, Scrap. He was the youngest out of all my sons. And man, it's rough, man. It's like I want to protect them, as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? And it's like certain neighborhoods, once they start getting into the streets, it's like certain neighborhoods we couldn't even move to, man. We couldn't move over here. Like if my wife say, I'm going to look at an apartment over here, we can't go over there. You can't get no crib over there. And, we got our sons that's with them over here, and then you move them over there, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And we had, my wife, we had 5 sons at home. And Scrap was the youngest. And like I say, my wife did her best. She did everything she could, in raising her kids, and she raised them well. You know what I'm saying? I got other sons outside of that, and all my sons' mothers raised them well. You know what I'm saying? And I always been there with them to try to, be a father to my kids, which I've been in their life. You know what I'm saying? But it's rough when they start going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They acting up in school. You got to go up to the schools, and, but it's life. It's part of life. Some kids get it and some kids don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I say, my son Scrap was the youngest. And to me, I think he was the worstest one out of all my sons. Like, when he jumped off that porch, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He was like I say, man, like I talk about this on my stories. I think all these guys is good kids. You know what I'm saying? But I think the internet portrayed them to be something that they really not. I think that's what's going on. Because that's really where all this beef really coming from, the internet. And my son Scrap, it's like he got into issues, and my cousin Brick spoke on this with Zach TV, and Brick told me this before he died. And he said, cuz, I told Zach TV how that war really kicked off with us and 600 and them. And he said he didn't put that part out, but he said that war really kicked off with my son Scrap, with 600 and all them. That's how it really kicked off. You know what I'm saying? So I was there. I saw all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I said, this would probably Tay got everything mixed up at is when my son got into a bite down from 600. And they had a fight, so he come in the house. And when he come in the house, he had a little scar on his face. So I said, what's wrong with you? I was about to leave. Yo, man, I just got into a bite down, and at the center, they used to play ball on 62nd and Wabash. So I say, what? So I said, what McAville was that? Now, McAville 600. Now, this my son homie, supposed to be his homie.
Yeah.
Like, best friend, like they supposed to be, And I said, well, yeah, he across the street. So I go across the street, and there's a bunch of them over there. Tay probably was over there. So when I went over there, I said to McAville, what happened, McAville? You let them try to jump on Brian? He, oh no, Pops, wasn't nothing I can do. But Brian at 14 when you went to the same school he went to, Carter. You used to hang with Brian. You slept in my house. You hung with Brian. So when y'all all in the hallway, you wasn't even hanging with 600 like that. So he hear you upstairs on the 3rd floor. They getting at you. You know what I'm saying? He run all the way upstairs. He tell them people, man, look, if y'all touch him, y'all gotta touch me, man. You feel me? So he stood on that. But, you know, that's just what happened, man. You know, we can't control what our kids do. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man.
Do you remember like a specific moment where like you woke up and you realized like what your sons was into? Like, do you remember like when you seen that Scrap was in the streets, or when you seen Rooga got into the shit, or your other sons, if they end up getting into it too?
I ain't gonna lie. They didn't let me or their mama see that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I saw something one day. I looked out the window one day. You know, I used to be low key on top of them, try to, but it's hard. You got all them sons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they all different personalities. So I seen something one day. I been nosy, a parent. You know what I'm saying? And they think they be knowing what they be doing, but I'm from the streets, so you can't really, I'm paying attention to everything. So I noticed, one time they did something. They went outside and, and they don't know and I don't know, and I look out the window and I see them showing somebody something. I don't know if they don't know if I saw it, but yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it, man. So I never really said nothing to him about it. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it, man, and then like, we out to my auntie crib one day, and I ain't gonna lie, we got a call. Police raiding our crib, man. Yeah. So I shoot back all the way from Joliet to the crib. So when I get to the crib, man, they ramshacked our crib, man. Damn, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? And they got my son in handcuffs, man. They got Rooga in handcuffs. So that was his first time going to the joint, man. You know?
What they was doing, like an investigation or like a warrant or something?
It was a raid.
Oh yeah.
It was a raid. They raided the crib. Yeah. They raided the crib.
So when Scrap had got charged like the murder situation, how was that like especially like was he able to like come home on bond and fight it, or was he locked up fighting?
No, man, my son was locked up for 5 months. He was in the audio juvenile detention. He was locked up for 5 months. So what happened was they sat outside our crib.